The movement and normalization to degenerate America continues, and it has brought on board George Takei to try to relabel the disordered LGBTQ plus movement as part of the American dream. Roll this up over at fandompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. And Takei shared that he's teaming up with the LGBTQ plus activist organization, the Human Rights Campaign, in an attempt to relabel the disordered LGBTQ plus movement as just being part of the American dream. In a post to Blue Sky, he wrote this: the LGBTQ plus community is facing a seemingly endless wave of attacks, bans on gender-affirming care, anti-trans legislation, cuts to HIV funding. It is chilling and deliberate. However, every time they tried to write us out, we wrote ourselves back in, louder, prouder, and more determined than ever. He then added, the American dream doesn't belong to just one kind of person. It belongs to all of us. That's the energy I'm bringing to the Human Rights Campaign American Dreams Tour. The Human Rights Campaign responded, our stories, our voices, our actions have always moved this country forward. We are the American dream. The LGBTQ plus movement has not moved the United States of America forward. It has done the complete opposite. It has played a significant role in degenerating the country and its people. In fact, Takei is an example of this. The actor admitted in an interview with Howard Stern that he was abused by a 19-year-old camp counselor when he was 14 years old at a Boy Scout camp. He told Howard Stern, I was early teens, I was 14, it was summer camp, and, the showers were outdoors. When Stern stated that counselor seduced him, Takei responded, well, it was kind of a two-way thing. Although it was my first time, he was gorgeous, he was blonde, and maybe, from my vantage point, the forearm hair and the leg hair glistening in the sun. In November 2017, during another appearance on the Howard Stern show, Takei was asked if he ever sexually harassed anyone. He said, some people are kind of skittish or maybe afraid, and you're trying to persuade. When asked if he ever held a job over anyone in exchange for sexual favors, he said, no, I never did that. And next, when asked if he did any grabbing at work, Takei replied, oh, no, it wasn't at work. It was either in my home. They came to my home. Additionally, he said that his grabbing was, quote, more than a gentle grab. So clearly just absolutely disgusting things happened to George Takei. And then obviously he continued to engage in other disgusting things as well. Takei attempted to downplay the comments in a post to Facebook, claiming they were part of a sketch for the show. He wrote, many have raised concerns over a back and forth between Howard Stern and myself, where we joked about me touching men during my Star Trek days 50 years ago. Out of context, I agree that the joke was distasteful, and I'm very sorry he and I made fun out of a serious matter. For decades, I have played the part of a naughty gay grandpa when I visit Howard's show, a caricature I now regret. But I want to be clear, I have never forced myself upon someone during a date. Sometimes my dates were the initiators, and sometimes I was. It was always by mutual consent. I see now that it has come across poorly in the awkward sketch, and I apologize for playing along with Howard's insinuation. Non-consensual acts are anathema to me in my personal code of conduct, and I would never do something against anyone's will, period. So you can see how he completely tried to downplay it and even shift what he was actually saying. But he is now engaging with the Human Rights Campaign to try to make this disordered movement, that promotes these disordered lifestyles, just part of being the American dream, that it is not. And we must oppose this stuff. We must call it out and say no to it. Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always speak the truth.
Why would you be afraid of the people? Why are you not afraid of God instead of man?